We also dealt in this program with guns, and I said quite clearly the way to solve, or at least diminish, the gun violence problem in America is to have mandatory federal sentences for people, criminals, who commit crimes with guns. Would you support that?
Oh, wholeheartedly, and I think that's where we're falling down. That's the weak link here in Milwaukee County anyway. We refuse to get tough on prohibited persons with firearms, people who have used them in the past against other human beings to intimidate, to frighten, to take property.
Sure. Now, let me ask you a point-blank question.
Start there, I think we'll be a lot better off.
You have gangs in Milwaukee, right? Drug gangs,
yes,
things
sir.
like that? All right. If there were if there were a federal statute that said anyone carrying an illegal firearm would be tried by the feds, all right, not local, all right, and if found to be carrying an illegal gun, goes 5 years minimum in a federal penitentiary. How long do you think it would take you to break those gangs if you had that law in the books?
A very short period of time. These gangs fear the federal system. They do not fear the local prosecution, right, because they haven't shown that they have the teeth behind anything that they say to get people to change their behavior. And that's what we're talking about here with gang activity. We're talking about lifestyle choices and behavior. And if you want to change behavior,
you could have your
have to
officers. You could have investigate people, known gang members. As soon as they walked out of the house, they thought they had a gun on them. They're gone. And that would break the gangs not only in Milwaukee, but all over the United States. And how much crime would vanish if that happened? It's amazing. I'll give you the last word.
A lot, Bill. And I think that's what the heart of the problem is here. Even with the case in Charles, it's not the gun, it's the behavior. But as a society, we have to send a different message to the criminal element and perpetrator that we're not going to put up with their nonsense, and we're not really doing that right now. In terms of prosecution, society has said enough, but our prosecution has become too lenient.
All right. Frank Levy, Chicago. O'Reilly, your talking points are 100% correct. The solution is to remove criminals from their guns, not honest citizens. David Fleeg, Sugar Land, Texas. Bill, your solution of federalizing all gun crimes is a good one that Sheriff Clarke endorsed. However, the gun registration idea is deeply misguided. That's a slippery slope. It's the only way criminals carrying guns can be immediately taken out of society, Dave. That's why the sheriff endorsed it. Ask any law enforcement person in the country. If they arrest or even pull over someone who has a gun, a registry of legal gun owners gives authorities a quick way to detain and make an arrest. Bing! If you want to solve gun violence in America, you have to make concessions and drop the theoretical stuff. Aaron Eubanks, Eddie, Texas. Mr. O'Reilly, I agree with your gun violence solution, but what about prison overcrowding? The primary mandate of the federal government is to protect we the people from harm, Aaron. There's plenty of potential prison space, and the cost savings to this country would run into billions if violent criminals are put away for long periods of time. By the way, that Talking Points memo on gun violence is posted on BillO'Reilly.com, and I was gratified to see that most premium members thought the memo was worthy. We depend on you guys for feedback.